Good morning, dear friends. In this video, I would like to give an introduction to 14th century literary background and literary terms. 14th century is the transition time in the history of England. The political, economic, and social upheavals disturbed the living conditions of the people. The Great Famine, Black Death, and 100 years of war have waged war against the life of man. Many people became victims in one way or the other to these calamities. So, England has lost half of its population because of these devastating incidents. The common people realized their rights and demanded for them. They demanded for higher wages and revolted against the feudal system. On the other hand, English literature is also underwent a transition by this time. At the same time, Anglo-Saxon Germanic influence was strong on the English literature, and under the Norman rule, England was influenced by the French literature. Hence, at the time of later Middle Period and under the rule of Richard II, English as a language gained prominence. The development of English language is dependent on its official status in the country. The rise of peasants increased the circulation of English language as they did their business in English. English became the official language of courts for the first time after the Norman conquest. As the English is widely used by the common people, the creative writing also began to flourish in the same language. Though the Latin and French are still dominating the world of literature, English also crept into it. The Middle English literature is categorized into three parts for the better understanding of the development of English literature: religious, courtly love, and Arthurian. The prominent writers of the age: Geoffrey Chaucer is one of the prominent writers of the early times of English literature. He has also served as a courtier, diplomat, and civil servant. He contributed to the development of English language is remarkable. For the first time, he used English in a systematic way in his remarkable work, Canterbury Tales. He introduced every character of the poem in the preface itself with a beautiful narration. The characters are selected from every cadre of the society. As a supportive element to the growth of language, John Wycliffe, an Oxford an Oxford professor and Roman Catholic, protested against the rituals of the church. So he translated the Bible into Middle English. It became a remarkable work in the development of the language and for the reformation of the society. William Langland, Piers Plowman, The allegorical work of religion is in three versions and almost 7,000 lines. Pierce the Plowman is one who is searching for the solution to save his soul from its impurities in his dream. He converses with many allegorical characters. John Gower is another prominent contemporary English poet and a friend of Chaucer and Langland. He has written in all the three prominent languages of the time: Latin, French, and English. His contribution to the development of English literature is noteworthy. The poem In Praise of Peace is a political poem which is written to support the coronation of King Henry IV. Now let us learn about the characteristic features of medieval English literature. Medieval English literature is centered around the religion in the beginning. The god is the only prominent theme in all the literature produced in this period. Along with the religion, some writers also wrote about chivalrous and romances as the literature has become secular. Romance or heroic romance is a popular form of literature developed in the Middle Ages. It is in the form of prose and verse narrative. The romances of this period are centered on the heroic and adventurous activities of the knights. In later part, they included irony and satire. These are the literary terms used in Middle Ages. Chivalry is one among them. Chivalry. Knights are regarded for their bravery and valorous qualities. In the Middle Ages, knights are not only considered for their bravery but also for their kind, courteous, generous, and devoted nature towards their lady is called perfect chivalry. Such chivalric incidents are the themes of the literature. Chivalrous knights are the warriors with weapons and rode to the battlefield with the traditional image in the Middle Ages. But later on, this image changed from brave hero to sophisticated courtly hero. Courtly love is another term made use in the Middle English period. Court love is the conventional court practiced by the lady and their knights in the Middle Ages. Usually, the knights is in the mercy of the lady who belongs to aristocratic class. The unconditional love and faith of the knights towards the lady is prized in the literature. Many poems, stories are written based on the theme of courtly love. So now we shall look into plays, kinds of plays: mystery plays, miracle plays, morality plays. Firstly, I would like to narrate about the plays. Dramas in the Middle Ages were played in the premises of churches to entertain and to educate the common people. They are the representation of the religion. The dealings of the god with the man are selected as the theme of the plays. Usually, the plays are organized on Easter Sundays, All Saints' Day, or on Christmas days. Mystery Place or Miracle Place. So mystery plays are based on the stories of Bible. Generally, there are five to six scenes. The priests or monks or the actors in church plays. They are selected stories from the creation of the Judgment Day. When the guilds became the patrons in the theater, the plays became more attractive and entertaining. Miracle plays. Miracle plays are based on the stories related to the life of the saints. In the beginning, they are at the service of the church, and later on, they are separated from the church. They became less religious and performed in town and festivals. Another type of play is morality plays. Morality plays are having their roots in morality and mystery plays. Morality plays are allegorical plays based on the vice and virtues. To educate the common man, all the qualities will come on the stage as characters. For example, Pride of Life and Every Man, where all the virtuous and wise qualities come on the stage to give a message that man is alone. Only his virtues will accompany him in his death. Dear students, with this I conclude this session. The summary of the session goes 14th century literary background, literary forms which developed in 14th century. For further reference, you can refer David H's A Critical History of English Literature, Nair K. Pramod, A Short History of English Literature, Hudson, An Outline History of English Literature. With this, I conclude this session. Thank you.